All right, Coach Cynthia here, back for another amazing client spotlight interview. I'm here today with Missy, and I didn't ask her beforehand, so I'm gonna ask her now. How long have you been at Fort Worth Strong?
Almost a year.
Almost a year, and you started with PT with Coach Height, right?
Yes.
Okay.
2 days a week, and then we bumped it up to 3 days a week, and then now we're back to 2 just because of my schedule.
Yeah, amazing. So talk to me about what helped you make the decision to come into this gym and get started.
Well, I turned 40 the year that I started, which was last year, and I just didn't have any energy. I was, working a lot. I was just drained physically and emotionally and all the things, and I wanted to start into the gym, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how to do it by myself. You know, if I joined a commercial gym, I would have just gone on the treadmill, and left. So I really wanted to push myself a little further and step out of my box, my comfort zone, and that's why I sought you guys out.
Amazing. Were you doing any type of fitness or workouts before this?
I mean, in my 20s, I was I was on a pretty good regimen, and then I got married and had kids and really started working, and I just fell off the wagon,
So super busy.
Yeah, and just didn't make time for myself.
Absolutely.
I wanted to. And I'd lose the weight, but I didn't feel confident, so I really wanted to get in, not only for, aesthetically, but to help with my core strength and bone density. As we get older, we start to lose those things, and I feel like that's a big part of anti-aging, which I'm really big into with my work and everything. So
that's huge. You're in the right place, and I think women especially are sometimes afraid to come into a gym and lift heavy weights. Did you have any perception like that before stepping into Fort Worth Strong?
I didn't. I felt very comfortable. The hardest step is to walk in the front door.
Okay.
And once you're in, like, you guys are so welcoming, and I was a little intimidated just because of my age, and I want to get things right the first time, and it takes a little bit to get in and work through the movements until you start feeling confident, and that happened fairly quickly, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Is there anything in particular you've been really proud of accomplishing in your time here?
Well, I've lost 18 pounds in the last
huge.
year. I know. I'm some diet things have gone into that as well, but a huge factor is coming in and building up my metabolism and muscle, and you guys know more about that than I do. So
I was gonna say, I'm sure Height has probably talked to you a lot about that.
Yeah, Coach Height is great. He gives a lot of education as well as coaching. So for things that I don't understand, why are we doing this? I don't understand. This feels silly. He'll sit there for however long it takes to get me to understand. This is why we're doing it. This is why. This exercise is going to lead up to this exercise, and this movement helps with this movement. So,
and one of the first things you said is, or you were talking about your energy levels. So you feel like training like this has helped with that? I
do. I definitely do. I have more stamina to mess around with my kids, and just get through the work day. I'm on my feet 8.5 hours a day, injecting people, and just working by the chair side, and I feel like building up. That stamina has definitely come from my training here. It's helped with it for sure.
Yeah, and I think you're a prime example of, of course we want the physical benefits or like the aesthetic benefits that come with training, but for a lot of people it's more about how it makes you feel and also that longevity perspective.
Yeah, for sure. I have an hour drive home after work, and I've definitely noticed since I've been training that I don't get that drowsy eye, on the way home. So I feel like it's really helped in that respect too. So
that's huge. Is there anything that you're currently working on right now that you're excited about?
In the gym?
Yeah.
Or just in life in general?
Both.
I think coming in every week or twice a week, I accomplish new things that I didn't know I was capable of doing. So I can't say there's one specific thing because, I'm definitely getting stronger, and I feel like I'm getting through all of my workouts without complaining too much.
Yeah.
So, and I enjoy coming in, and I think it's really important for women and especially middle-aged 40-year-old women to you have to make time for yourself, and this is my thing. Like I don't get a lot of time outside of work and outside of my home with my kids, so the few hours I get to spend up here it's really important to me. So,
and I think another thing that goes hand in hand with that is asking for help.
Yes.
Because a lot of times people like you who have 17 other people having demands out of them, it's hard to keep an appointment with yourself. So if you have an appointment with a trainer,
Yeah, the accountability, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And there are times where I've sat in the car, I'm like, I can't do it today. You know, like, I don't know, I don't have it in me, and I'll walk in here, and Nick's like, well, what did you eat for lunch today? You know, have you had enough water? Like, let's do this, you got this. You know, and he's really encouraging and helps me get through it on those hard days. So,
did you have any fears or trepidations before coming in that have kind of hopefully been put to rest?
yeah, you know, the intimidation, obviously, of not knowing what I was doing. But like I said, the hardest thing is to walk in the front door, and after that, you guys are here to help. And, you know, it's really built my confidence just watching all of you, you know.
Aww.
So, yeah, it's been great. I guess that answers your question.
Yeah, no, that was great. I think what I haven't said yet on video is we just love you, and, you know, every time you're here, you bring such a great energy, and I can feel how focused you are, and I know Height loves working with you and has just really enjoyed seeing your progress and your commitment and dedication, and also, you know, just rolling with the punches that life brings, because they're always going to come, and so keeping this time for yourself is really valuable and important. So we commend you for doing that.
Thank you.
And sticking with the process. Is there any advice you would give to yourself, or maybe somebody who was in your shoes before you stepped into this gym?
What is it that Nick tells me? Don't let your head give up before your heart, or something like that. Like,
Okay.
you know, he's like, don't. I don't know what he says. What does he say? He says,
I haven't heard him say that, but I think
it's like you're letting your head beat you before your body gives out, or something.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
I know exactly what you're saying, because I have a client exactly like that who, and correct me if I'm wrong, but, you know, I'll give her a challenging exercise and she'll already tell herself she can't do it before it's already started. So I think
just coming in with, like, you know, an open mind and believing in yourself that you are strong enough, and, you know, that you can get through anything that life throws at you, or the gym throws at you, and, you know, it's all about taking that first step.
Yeah.
So.
I love it. Anything else to share about your time here?
Just, you know, I love seeing all the familiar faces, and everybody says it is a community, you know, and everybody knows your name. It's like, you know, walking into Cheers, like, hey, Missy, what's up? Hey, you know, I've never really had that, and I'm an introvert naturally, so, you know, coming in and, like, getting to be a little more social with everyone here has been really nice for me. So.
Well, awesome. Well, we got to get you to your workout. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with me. It's been nice to talk with you, and yeah, thanks for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
I always end with a high five. Nice. That was a good high five, too.
Solid, right?
She's strong.